Usual of an election season, flags, banners and posters of the various political parties compete for visibility. Electric poles, trees and footbridges, amongst others, gets flooded with paraphernalia of aspiring candidates. More often than not, the two major political parties, the National Democratic Congress and the New Patriotic Party, overshadow smaller parties like the Progressive People's Party and the Liberal Party of Ghana. For some voters, the display of paraphernalia does not influence their choices in any way.
I usually cast my ballots based on issues on ground. So for me to say, that those paraphernalia influence my decision of voting, it's never true. I don't do that. You listen to the flag bearer of the MPP, what he has with regards to manifestos. One or two things has caught up with me, as much as that of the NDC as well. So when it comes to voting, I exactly know who I am going to vote for.
I've been seeing them around, but I'm just about my business. So
Are you going to vote in the elections?
I'm not really sure. These parties have been there more times. When they come, the system that we are in is the same thing, like the situation. So I've just seen the banners around, but I don't know if I'll vote. But seriously, I don't think I'll vote.
To me, it doesn't have any influence on me because I decided already who to vote for. I decided for a visionary. Yes, somebody who have the country at heart, not a single family at heart. Yes, that's my view.
Flags and flyers of the governing New Patriotic Party have dominated various parts of the capital. In an interview with the party's Director of Elections, Evans Nimakon, he said, among other modes of communication used by the party, the display of the paraphernalia is a way of registering the party in the minds of the voter.
Now, two things. The message must get to the people, and two, also to remind them of where the message is coming from, the party that is bringing the message to them. And so, yes, our T-shirts, our flyers, that of the presidential candidates must be seen to remind voters, get it imprinted in their memories, so that when December 7th comes and they are at the polling station to vote, they will remember where to place their finger.
The NDC, on the other hand, says, though it's usual of the party to display its flags during such elections, the party is employing personal communication strategy this time round to reach Ghanaians.
It has become convention that when you are moving into the election period, some modicum of presence, some modicum of availability, some modicum of awareness, the people should know that we are in an election period, should be generated by the political parties. But truly, that is not what influences the votes. Having your flags and your colors all over the place do not really, contribute anything. We believe that what contributes to decision making of the people is the policies and programs that you are selling to them, and that is most crucial. And above all, they look at their circumstances, the kind of difficulties they are facing, and they even look at the policies you are selling to them, whether it is responsive to their problems and plight.
A political marketing expert, Kobe Mensah, tells Citi News the display of party paraphernalia influences the decision-making process of voters.
The political party have to actually put themselves out there to demonstrate to voters that indeed they are part of the competition. And so when you see those that are actually crowding the space, it means that they want to create the impression that the only game in town is them. And so it's very, very crucial that the communication is very much part of the election process. It influences the decision making. But we cannot say that ultimately that's the reason why people vote, because that has quite a lot of consideration.
He's also of the view that the limited visibility of paraphernalia by smaller political parties partly plays a role in their poor performance in elections.
If your communication in terms of visibility of your leadership is not there, is not existent, people cannot be convinced about you. Now, if they don't see you in town, i.e. demonstrating your existence, your presence in the competition. People are not confident. See, you have to create a mental picture, and that's what we call bandwagon. People have to see that you are the one everybody's following. So if I don't see you in town, it's like, oh, wow, maybe I'm the only one thinking about a particular party because nobody seems to be, following them, and they don't seem to show in town. And that's why it's very crucial for smaller parties to take their communication seriously, because without political communication, it will be very difficult to convince people that you can govern when the country is actually thrown at you.
On the business side of paraphernalia, vendors are also cashing in.
We since 92 to the day. Na niema we dear otwa umboka. Ya wo power, ya wo position, ya toya niema any problem. Even Kurampo 2012 up to 2016 to 2018 ya toya niema. Ya any problem say ya wo position ana ya lose ana we. Tambia ya niema na ya to. Says so yare na ba still. Yes, so muntimi to kwambe Ghana for na ye better motor pa a lot. Omoto is says me no ka say obi na other way or the two kwai.
E call fine pa. Says almost touching 2016 no. E say you say JM back. Say the boy e dey so am for touching. First say the no.